Nausea, nausea, nausea. The number one GLP side effect I hear across all platforms. More than anything, I get questions about nausea, and I get it. I've been sick before, and being nauseous anytime for any reason is literally the worst. Good news is it's very common and it's normal, and it usually goes away as your body gets used to the medication. Hi, I'm Candace. As of today, I have been on Tirzepatide for 6 months and 11 days, and I lost 80.4 pounds. Disclaimer, cue disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, nurse, or medical professional. This is a YouTube channel for entertainment purposes only. My experiences are very different than yours. Contact your healthcare professional before making any changes to your health regime. Trust yourself and your body before you trust anybody on the internet. What causes the nausea? This medication, by its very design. GLP-1 drugs slow down the gastric emptying. Now, I have a little bit of bad news for people that are on Semaglutide as opposed to Tirzepatide. On Semaglutide, which is Wegovy and Ozempic, the gastric emptying slowing of the gastric emptying is 5 times higher than those of us on Tirzepatide, Monjaro, or Zepbound. So your side effects, especially nausea, might be a little more severe than your Monjaro, Zepbound, Tirzepatide brothers and sisters, weight loss brothers and sisters. Nausea or any of side effects are the most common when you first start the medication, as your body is getting used to it, or you get a new injection site, or you go up on a dose. Prevent the side effects before you treat the side effects. I have a complete in-depth video on pre-gaming GLP-1 medications so you can lessen your side effects and try to prevent them before they happen. The link to that video will appear at the end of this video. To lessen your side effects, try to eat small, low-fat meals. Gotta learn how to chew again. A lot of us just inhale our food. You got to learn how to chew. Chewing's the first step in digestion. The food is just sitting in your GI tract longer. And you got to help it out by pre-gaming the digestion and chewing better, longer, slower. The process is slowing down the entire process of eating and giving your brain time to adjust and do its job and send you hunger cues, letting you know that you're satisfied. Therefore, you could develop better habits in the future, because here's the deal. You don't know how long this satiety is going to last, right? You have no idea. Ask anybody who's been on a GLP-1 medication long term. Not all, but most of them will say that their satiety in the beginning was stronger than it was in the end. And you're trying to build lasting new relationships with food and how you're eating, so you have the tools to be successful later on when your satiety training wheels have been lifted. I want you to be successful. Chew your food so you can learn how to eat until you're satisfied, not until you're full. This is a good time to mention, if you haven't subscribed to this little channel of mine, it would mean everything to me if you could like, comment, subscribe. We have been on YouTube for 4 weeks, a little over 4 weeks, and we have over 900 of us on our very last weight loss journey. Let that sink in. We are going on our last weight loss journey. There's not going to be another one after this. This one is going to be successful for me and for each and every one of you on a GLP-1 medication looking through your screen. This is our last journey, and we're going to kick ass doing it. So I am so happy that you're here and you are spending time with me, helping hold me accountable. I appreciate every single like, comment, and subscriber and view. Thank you very much. Try to eat low sugar meals. Remember, Zepbound, Monjaro, Wegovy, Ozempic, 2 drugs, Semaglutide, Tirzepatide, were both diabetes drugs. So they are, by their very design, sensitive to sugar. Don't go and eat a giant Baskin-Robbins meal and wonder why you're nauseous. Nausea can turn into vomiting sometimes, especially after you eat a meal, particularly if you overeat on a meal. I don't know about you, but I remember my pre-Monjaro days going to like a cheesecake factory, opening up that Encyclopedia Britannica of options, picking something, and then we have pick that's coming, and we order an appetizer from the Cheesecake Factory. It's literally like a giant platter of food. And I ordered with my tummy and not with my brain, and you get a quarter of your way through your meal or halfway through your meal, and you're like, why did I order all this crap? That's why we want to slow down the eating, because even if we do order, we don't have to overeat and punish ourselves and sabotage our own journey, because your stomach just can't handle it. It's not moving as quick as it did before. And guess what? If it can't go down, well, surprise, it didn't have anywhere else to go. And nausea sometimes turns into vomiting. Now, all that being said, I've had days where I've had bone broth in the morning, super clean eating, a protein shake, super clean. I pre-gamed like before shot day, and 100% spontaneous. I don't feel so good. And it can happen anytime. No rhyme or reason. Doesn't have to be tied to food. It doesn't have to be tied to smell. But the good news is it doesn't happen, well, at least for me, it doesn't happen very often. And as the months went on, it happened way less frequently. The only time it would happen again is when my body was getting used to a new dose. There's new research that suggests that the satiety effects of GLP-1 medications extend beyond food and can go to our thirst as well. We do have GLP-1 receptors that express on parts of our brain that's responsible for water homeostasis. The same part of your brain that this medication works on to tell you that you're not hungry can also tell you that you're not thirsty. So you really need to be tracking and making sure that you're getting enough water, because you may or may not have the natural cues to know if you're thirsty, and that can induce nausea. Managing your side effects. If the nausea isn't going away and it's persistent, of course, you need to contact your medical team. Don't mess around with that kind of stuff. And your doctors have resources at their disposal. They have prescription stuff like Zofran. Now, when I was first getting ready to start these medications, I clicked onto all the clickbait, all the stupid Jillian Michaels, the doomsday YouTubers, these drugs. It was just clickbait headlines just for views. It basically had me convinced that I probably wasn't going to die, but I sure could. And so I made my doctor prescribe me Zofran so I could have it for this emergency GLP apocalypse that in my head was like imminent and going to happen. Guess what? I never used a single pill. Not a single one. I've been nauseous before. I vomited, I think, one time. And for me, it was completely manageable. I managed my nausea symptoms or my nausea side effects with two different things. I have alcohol prep pads in my purse and in my car. And as crazy as it sounds, you just take one of those prep pads. Prep pads, those little alcohol squares that you clean your skin before you give yourself an injection. You crack one of those things up, inhale it deeply, and I don't know how, and I couldn't find the science as to why, but it works. And not just for me, I hear it across the board. So give it a try if you're nauseous. And then you can always do ginger chews. Ginger is a long-standing remedy for nausea. I mean, probably hundreds of years people have been using ginger to alleviate nausea. I don't particularly care for ginger chews. I did find one particular brand that I liked on Amazon. It's linked to my storefront below, but honestly, any ginger chew will do. Try all 6 injection sites. Your bioavailability is different than my bioavailability. My experiences that's why I don't get any of those YouTube videos where like, oh, this is the best injection site. Oh, this is the best injection site. This is the best dose. I call bullshit on all of them, because what works for my body may be very different from your body. My arm at 5 milligrams might be the best thing that ever happened, and your thigh at 2.5 might be the best thing that ever happened to you. It's just different on every single person. There's no such thing as this is the best injection site. Bioavailability is different from person to person. And make sure you try all 6 sites and document your experience, your left and right arm, left and right side of your belly button, left and right side, left and right thighs. And don't take the side effect of something being bad if you're trying a new site and you have gone up on dose. You have 2 different variables. You can't whittle out which it was. So if you're going to go up on dose, you might as well just try a site that you've already tried previously, maybe just a different side, document it, and go from there. And I just need you to remember, you got this. I know if you're suffering from nausea right now, it sucks, but you got this. And this is going to be the last weight loss journey of your life. And how good does that feel? It should feel amazing. I feel amazing. And thank you so much for every single one of you that leave a comment. I read every one of them and I respond to every one of them. Everybody that's liked and subscribed this little page. I really didn't think that we get to 900 subscribers for a year. And we did it in 4 weeks. If there is anything that you want me to cover on a separate side effect video, drop it below because I'm doing an entire dedicated 1 video per side effect. So if there's anything that's bothering you, put it in the comments below and there will be a video coming out soon. Thank you, all of you. Good luck on your journey. Mwah.